to the fully leaded stuff, I'm sure.
Oh, no.
Maybe thought better of that.
No.
Randy Martin waving the crowd off as he pulls off the track. So congratulations to Randy Martin.
Bill Roberts Chevrolet Pace Truck out of turn number 2. 26 USRA Hobby Stocks made their way into Lucas Oil Speedway. They've narrowed it down, and we've got our field set for you. Here's the way it's going to look. Starting on the pole out of Rockwell, Iowa, it is the 52 of Carter Coop. He will be on the point. Dylan Clinton on the middle lane with Tracy Haluska on the outside. Dylan Clinton, he is number 1 in the USRA National Point Standings.
The guy right behind him in the standings from Cresco, Iowa, Chris Hovden in the 07 car starts inside row number 2. In the middle from Hawkeye, Iowa, the 23 car, that's Justin Hansen. And to his outside from Fort Dodge is the 15 of Jeremy Crimmins.
Nick Brady, a 4-time winner this season, picked up 3 victories at I-90. He will start inside row number 3. Brian Lund to the middle and Scott Doble from Manly, Iowa in the 83 to start in 9th.
Riley Crimmins in the 35 inside row number 4. Matthew Mockin from Roswell, New Mexico, the 26 in the middle. And to his outside, a many-time USRA national champion from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. That's the 6 car of Dustin Gulbranson.
Zach Smith from Manly, Iowa starts inside row number 5. Ryan Hoppel from Holman, Wisconsin in the middle, and Kevin Lacey in the number 14 to the outside from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Row number 6 from Hartford, South Dakota finds the 00 of Josh Downs. Brandon Jurens from Rock Rapids in the 19. And BJ Dahl, the 52D.
Back in row number, let's see, where are we? Row number 7 now.
Yeah.
Seth Scholl. This whole 3 wide thing's throwing me off. Seth Scholl will start inside out of Holman, Wisconsin. Ryan Crooks in the middle and Josh Bradley to the outside in the 20B.
Your final row finds the 110 of J.D. Jackson from Oklahoma, the 19C Cameron Jurens from Rock Rapids, Iowa, and rounding out the field, the 10B car, that's Brianna Aids. We have another addition. Is that the 122 out there? Of Corey Stone. Corey Stone out there as well, not on the lineup card.
So coming into this week, Chris Hovden was leading the points in the national standings for the hobby stocks. I went down into the pits earlier on as they're stacked 3 wide, getting ready for the start behind the Bill Roberts Chevrolet Pace Truck. I said, hey man, congratulations on being the point leader here. He said, no, it just hasn't been updated yet. Dylan Clinton has me by about a point or 2. So right now, Dylan Clinton will be on the top of the podium as far as the national standings go. Chris Hovden right behind him, but right now it's 3 wide on the front row. Coop, Clinton, and Haluska, an Iowa native to the inside, an Iowa native in the middle, and all the way from Worthing, South Dakota, it's Tracy Haluska, nose to tail, side by side. The whole shot won by Carter Coop, and we are underway. It's the hobby stocks from Wheatland.
Oh, they're beating and banging behind them. Carter Coop, the 52, gets off to the whole shot up to the top side. He's your defending USRA national champion as well, the 18K car, Dylan Clinton. He's got the points lead in national points right now, and he's working on capping it off with a nationals victory. But that 52 car, is tough as well, Carter Coop, riding through the middle.
Clinton won the championship last year, and he is a 2-time nationals winner where he has won it on back-to-back seasons. And Carter Coop able to hang on to the top spot, but Dylan Clinton is charging to the inside.
Haluska, no stranger to racing as well. That 86 car turns a lot of laps in a hobby stock, and he has a street stock that he runs up in South Dakota as well on the weekends, so does a lot of driving. Doubles up on behind the wheel of the race car, but Carter Coop doing a good job protecting the lead. Dylan Clinton lying in the weeds right there, going to take it 1 lane higher, try to work on the top side. We got a 3 wide battle for the race lead. Carter Coop, Dylan Clinton, Haluska right there. A good battle up front.
30 laps for this feature. Your battle for the lead now sees Dylan Clinton work to the inside of Carter Coop. He waited patiently, looked for the opening, found it, and now we'll see if he can set sail. Tracy Haluska still to the outside, falls into 3rd. And Carter Coop, he's won 4 times this year, 3 times at Mason City. He was the champion there last year, came up just a couple of points short, finished 2nd in the standings as the 19 of Brandon Jurens goes to the inside. Looks as though he has something break on his car. Another car falls off the pace. That's J.D. Jackson in the 110. He'll take the hard right-hand turn, fall back to the pit area as Dylan Clinton a half a second advantage. But Carter Koop not giving up on it at all. He sits 3 car lengths back, runs a distinctly different line to the inside, while Tracy Haluska, he runs a third different line. He's way up around the cushion.
We talked about the racetrack coming in, and it surely is. Carter Koop down to the inside of Haluska. Here we go. Dylan Clinton, the race lead. They're closing that gap back up, guys. Here we go. Haluska around the outside.
Round the outside goes Tracy Haluska up to second. Carter Koop now back to third, so the top 3 have all been spread out, and now the man on the charge. He was ahead in the point standings coming in. He now trails Dylan Clinton. That's Chris Hovden. He's worked himself up to fourth.
Right on the bumper of Carter Koop as well. These guys all do battle week in and week out. Mississippi Thunder Speedway, Deer Creek, Mason City Motor Speedway, Weinschenk Raceway. These guys, the hobby stock's pretty predominantly heavy class up in the northern parts of the USRA country. And Chris Hovden now scoots by the 52. Take a look at this. Hovden on the move.
You mentioned the tracks. How about the championships for Chris Hovden? He's won 2 at Mason City, won 1 this year, won 1 back in 2020. A 3-time winner at Mississippi Thunder, did that in 2022 and 23. Cresco last year, Weinschenk also last year. So Chris Hovden just continues to rattle out the championships, and he did it with 20 wins this season, including 8 at Mason City, and he looks to the inside, a pass for position again.
Justin Hansen, the 23 car. Keep your eyes on him as he is making some moves. Carter Koop battles back down to the inside. Here comes Jeremy Crimmins on the outside. They're 3 wide. What a battle for these spots.
We saw it in the tuners just a minute ago, being able to run 3 and 4 wide. These hobby stocks, no exception at all. As Carter Koop to the inside. You mentioned Crimmins. He sits back there behind that 3-car tandem. As working to the outside, there was a car slowed on the track, and he is back out. That is the 19 of Jerns. And the 23, you mentioned, Justin Hansen, is on the charge, had a nose out in front of Carter Koop, but Koop will fight back to the inside. He just has no give up in that 52.
Now here comes Crimmins down to the inside of Hansen. He's going to try to make a move on the inside of Carter Koop as well. Koop goes upstairs. Hansen battles back in the middle. These guys just it's like one of those cat in the cradle puzzles as they keep shuffling inside, outside to the middle. What a race back here for fourth, fifth, and sixth.
Jeremy Crimmins, a 2-time champ at Sports Park. He won that in 21 and 22. That's that black and yellow 15. To the inside is that 23 that we talk about with Justin Hansen, who has yet to win a race this year. His last victory came at Fayette County back in 2021. He has been winless for over 2 years now.
Meanwhile, here we go. Jeremy Crimmins going to slide by Hansen as he is on the bumper of Carter Koop. Out front, Dylan Clinton out to almost a 2-second lead over Tracy Haluska, as Dylan Clinton just keeps knocking the laps off. We're over halfway done, 16 down of 30, as there's a good shot of your race leader. Dylan Clinton working the top side of the speedway.
Clinton with a 2.1 second lead over Tracy Haluska.
Another shot of that battle. Chris Hovden closing the gap on that second place. So 1 and 2 in points. Things gonna heat up here as Hovden now taking a look to Haluska down to the inside. Justin Hansen working to the inside of Carter Koop. We got battles all over the track in the top 5 or 6.
Right now, the only battle that Dylan Clinton has is with the lapped cars up in front of him, seeing if he can navigate through all of that mess. Next to go a lap down would be the 00. That is Josh Downs from Hartford, South Dakota. Clinton to the inside, makes that pass. Now a 2.5 second lead over Tracy Haluska. Haluska doesn't really have anybody in front of him as he dives to the inside in turn 3.
He's got someone right behind him, though. The guy that's second in points, the 07 of Chris Hovden, trying to make the pass as they're side by side down the front stretch as they work into turn number 1. Hovden down on the bottom, Haluska up top. Those two guys side by side down the back chute.
Been a good week for Chris Hovden, but he still lost just enough points as Tracy Haluska in the middle of a 3-car battle. Pass goes around Haluska, and Chris Hovden is up to second. So they're 1 and 2 on the pylon here at Lucas Oil Speedway. They are 1 and 2 in the point standings. Dylan Clinton still has a 3.3 second lead. Chris Hovden has 9 laps to be able to track him down. Now he's only got 8.
Dylan Clinton still working through the lap traffic as Hovden clears Haluska. You know that Clinton wants this thing to stay clean and green as he is out front with that big lead, as he knows that Hovden is going to be coming. Those two have done so much back and forth throughout the season that you know that he feels him back there, and maybe even looking up at the old Jumbotron. Dylan Clinton working the top side of the speedway, going to try to work down the back chute.
Yeah, that is actually one of the luxuries of having that big Jumbotron here at Lucas Oil Speedway, as you can peek up on the screen and see how far somebody is behind you. Sometimes you can hear them off to your side. That's really the only feel. No rear view mirrors, nothing along that line. No backup cameras like what the NASCAR guys have right now to know who's behind you. As Dylan Clinton's lead now 3.4 seconds over Chris Hovden. There will be 5 to go this time by.
Clinton pounds the right rear up on the top side of the cushion. Here we got a shot looking back as Chris Hovden now working around the outside of the 00 machine. That's a lap car of Josh Downs from Hartford, South Dakota. Now he comes up on the 11 car of Shaw. This one heating up.
Dylan Clinton won the Summit Shootout here at Lucas Oil Speedway this year.
4 to go. We'll see if we can stay clean and green. You know, like I said, you know Clinton, he is wanting to keep it clean. Now Chris Hovden has a clean shot of air, nothing between him and the race leader Dylan Clinton. Haluska not going anywhere either. He's working the top side, just a few car lengths, maybe 5 car lengths behind Hovden. But Dylan Clinton out front, 4.378 second advantage for the race leader Dylan Clinton.
Not going to say that Clinton can be on cruise control right now, but he doesn't have to push anything at all. He's got that big sizable lead with 2 laps to go over Chris Hovden. Tracy Haluska now has fallen off the pace a little bit as he is now well over a second back in 3rd. So no real challenge at all anywhere within the top 3 cars. Dylan Clinton starting to run higher and higher through turns 3 and 4, trying to find as much grip as he can. As you see the white flag come out for Dylan Clinton, 3/8 of a mile left as he has a huge lead over Chris Hovden. All the way from Edgewood, Iowa. Down the backstretch he goes. He was your champ last year with 16 wins. He's got 18 wins already. He leads the points. Make it number 19 for Dylan Clinton on the season. He will win at Lucas Oil Speedway, the Diamond of Dirt Tracks, and he's going to be a Nationals winner again here at Lucas Oil Speedway. He has done it now 3 straight years.
Unbelievable.
Dylan Clinton wins by 4 seconds over Chris Hovden. Tracy Haluska rounds out the podium in 3rd. Then it's Justin Hansen and Jeremy Crimmins. Your top 10, Dustin Goldbranson, another mainstay in this division. He's in 7th. Nick Brady back in 9th. Zach Smith in 10th. So Dylan Clinton wins it here at Lucas Oil Speedway, his 3rd Nationals victory, and he is looking to repeat as a national champion after winning last year. He's off to a good start towards the end here of the year.